Okay, can you give the access? Okay.
Yeah.
So last time, I believe we are facing an issue, some errors, right? Some data issues. Okay, so today we would like to resolve that first, then we'll move ahead. Okay. So first we'll try to see how the source is. So you are selecting date and time, and so your date format is MMDD format, and it's in hours, minutes, seconds. And actually, our format is this one. This one, right? So just MMDD format, or just padding with fixed width. There are no. That's okay. I'm just padding with 0. So apply this and save it. Now I want to view the data. Looks like there are some spaces, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't want to. Okay, first I want to see the data, how that file is. No, there are no spaces. So mm/DDYYYY format. So let's close this. mm/, right? Now, when you look at this, the port is date and time. MMDDYY format, okay. That's okay. Now let's go to workflow manager. Basically, I'm trying to make sure from the source side everything looks good or not. So I changed that the date format. Earlier it was like hours, minutes, seconds.
Okay.
But our data is coming from source only MMDDYY. I did few changes, but looks like those are not impacted this task. But anyway, I'm going to see on a source side. Okay, yes, it's refreshed. I didn't see any problem. Let's run it. I believe it was rejecting it last time. So, perfect. But there were no rejected records, and no records got loaded also into stage underscore dates.
Mm.
The reason is, let's see in the log. Okay, invalid string for converting a date to char 000. Why 00 is coming? MMDDYYY. Oh, maybe it's bad in the zeros. That's okay. There is no need of any padding, basically. Let me do one thing. That logic might looks different. Date value in. I don't need this logic at all. So
Yeah.
I'm not converting anything. What I'm doing here, to char. Basically, I'm converting into date format. And then I'm trying to convert L trim or trim. Perfect. But before going this, I would like to change one more thing. That is my source length. There are like no 29 characters. I believe it's only 19 characters, right? DD2, MM2, 4, 8,
9.
9. No, not 9, 10. There are 2 slashes, right? So,
Oh, slash. Sorry.
but still, it should not make any difference. But okay, I'm going to take it out. Anyway, date value, I'm just trying to give as it is, whatever is coming in. Let's see. Okay, I'll do one thing and stuff because we spent a lot of time in writing this. Why to lose this? Even you can comment it out. How? I'll show you in just a second. If you put like a double dash, that means you're commenting it. It won't work. Whatever is here, it won't work.
Okay.
Okay, now everything is commented out. Now what I'm doing is, instead of taking all of this, I am just taking, I'm not converting anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll see. So what exactly doing here? Date value in I'm taking, and over here I'm just assigning it. Start the task. Now it's rejecting. Oh, come on. Oh, cannot insert null into stage dates dot date value. Why date value going as null? Date of month. First of all, date ID legacy is this. Where is date value then? So are we not populating this date at all? Okay, let's see. So this is what coming in. If I want to see where exactly this value is going, so
Mm-hmm.
select the link path and select forward.
Mm-hmm.
This is how it's going. Okay. So right now I'm not sending any value to the date value.
Okay.
So basically for the date you are sending null.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm doing is I'm going to assign date value out to the date value.
Mm-hmm.
Here what you need to learn is like how, but for example, if it is like a big mapping, you want to see how my input port is going.
Mm-hmm.
Just right click, select link path and forward. It will show you all the links. So
Mm-hmm.
the date value, whatever is coming from the source, it has been used in these ports, whatever is selected as a red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there it's going. I mean, you are using in these many ports. So
Mm-hmm.
here you are not using in the date of week, and here also
Mm-hmm.
you are not using. Only in these things you are using. Whichever is
Okay.
that's a red. Okay, now I'm just trying to see how this works. Perfect. The problem is there are two problems we identified today. One is, oh, okay. First, all the rows are affected. Okay, no rows in the rejected. Okay, the first problem is we didn't. The date format, whatever the source file is having, is just mmddyyy format.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so but the source is taking in a different format, like hours, minutes, seconds. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
that's the reason I changed it in the source. Okay, that's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing is the date port is not even connected to your target.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's a reason you are not getting any values.
Okay.
Okay, there are two reasons. Now we are going to see, now we are able to resolve the basic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are going to see how this day name and day of the week came into the target. So
Mm-hmm.
I believe for the day week, we created a logic to care or something. Why day of the week? What we are populating in day of the week? Nothing. Why? Maybe we thought we'll do it later. Anyway, first I will see is that logic is working or not. Whatever we worked last time, the to
Mm-hmm.
care in the form of date.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me minimize this. I would like to open the database. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's kind of a first level of unit testing. So if I make sure like for a couple of fields coming properly, then I can go ahead with
Okay.
others. Perfect. Can you see this? If you look at this, 31st December, January 02. 31st December, basically it is coming in the format of Or is the date itself is like this? Everywhere you are getting like a 02.
02. Okay.
The date value. So that is not good, right? So first we'll see. It's a 2002
Mm.
everywhere. So, but like it's trying to stake it in MMDDYY format, not. Oh,
Okay.
there are threes as well. Oh yeah, you have a couple of threes, couple of fours. So maybe the date, yeah, year value is coming fine.
That's month.
Yeah, even month is coming fine. Month number, year value also coming fine. Day of the week, anyway, we are not populating anything, but
Mm.
day of the year is coming wrong. Okay, let's see. Like, so today is Sunday. I mean, whatever this date, 2017, September 30th, 2017. Let me see.
Day of month is correct.
No, is it Sunday, 30th September? Did you see that?
No.
30th September, Sunday. Okay, that is correct. Do you understand what I'm saying? This day name, whether it's populating correct or not, I'm checking
Okay.
that.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But somehow the day of the year is coming as null. I need to see. So anyway, the year value is here. I can assign to here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. It's a day of the year, right? So maybe we need to,
We didn't do assign anything for that.
yeah, maybe month of the year, day of the year. Okay, we didn't assign anything there.
Mm.
Okay, so for now, it's looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the data is populating is it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll try to focus on some other columns. Now, day of the year. So maybe we did something, but maybe it didn't work. That's okay. So what exactly we're doing here? Date difference. So date difference, date value, day of the year. So normally this will be hmm, I don't want to make it much complicate. I'm just thinking in
Mm-hmm.
a better way, because like the basic logic is what it's saying is what is this day of the year means. For example, if you take today is July 15th 2018, so day of the year means in 2018 December 31st 2018, right? So December 31st 2018 minus whatever the date is today. So you're going to get like all the number of days you have seen. So that is one of the logic, but like I don't know what is this date value is having,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how to put that over here. What I can do, date difference. Yeah. Let's see if I can find any function. returns the date of the last day of the month that contains expr, a date expression. What does that mean? From the input arguments. Okay, maybe I'll give it a try. This make date and time. So the input parameters what I'm passing. Let's see, can I do like this? 0 1, sorry, 12. I'm trying to create a date 31 comma year of the, sorry, month of the year, week of the year, week overall, year overall, holiday indicator, no, week of the year. What is this? Days overall. Where is that year? We were saying that year value.
Year?
Yeah, year value we are saying it, but from where it is coming? Okay, year value. Oh, we have year value. Month number. Why can't I see this here? Oh, okay. Maybe I created that as a input port. Sorry, output port. There's a reason I cannot see it.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll see it now. Let's see if I can do like this. No. Input arguments are incorrect. Invalid function reference. Month of the year. Sorry. Make date and time. Basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a date with the year, whatever the year in that input, right? With by using that year, I'm trying to make a date which is like a December 31st. Every year we'll have that, right? Then I'll take I want to take a date difference from the date value and this date whatever I'm making here. Come on, where is that? So basically, year as a numeric, month as a numeric, returns the date and time created from the input arguments. Okay, so saying is a numeric. 12, I'm deleting this. 13, I'm deleting this. Even I'm deleting this. Okay. Incompatible data types. Field is string, expression is date and time. Perfect. Now I got it. Okay. Yes, I want to continue. So the problem is here, basically, you are making it as a okay. What I will do is, oh my god, it's going to be a big task. But that's okay. Let's finish this quickly. What I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to assign this year value as a variable port because I need this. Okay, so now what I'm doing is day of the week, day name, day of the week, day of the year. Even I want to make this as a okay, let's make it as date, and instead of this 2017, okay, let's first validate this. Good. Instead of 2017, sorry, 7, I'm adding that port year value. Okay. Okay. Yes. What is this year value? It's a string, right? So let's make it integer. Now check it out. Perfect. Now we will see. Maybe I can make this as a variable port. No, don't make it variable now itself. Doesn't matter. I can make it. I'm making a variable port. Copy. I'm creating a. Okay, I'm just doing it, Jaya. If you get confused, just ask me. Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't want to take any of this logic. I'm assigning this variable port here, day of the year. Perfect. Okay, I just want to check this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, day of the year out. So day of the year. Control S is valid. And whatever the data I loaded earlier, I just want to make sure that data is deleted from my session. Okay, so for that, what I need to do, I need to select a property, truncate target table option. Mapping, go to targets. This is the property here. Truncate target table means every time when I execute this, the data will be refreshed. Means data will be loaded by deleting the old data.
Okay.
Okay, affected rows 4019. Now I want to see the data. So for which field I want to look the data now?
Day of the year.
So, okay, anyway, I don't have much field, so don't want to select specifically. What? Z, all rows fetched, but I cannot see any rows. Affected rows. Oh, okay. There is some issue. Records are not loaded. Can you see this? In the target, there is a 0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Had evaluating a variable column day of the year where messaging customer function invalid date, check the input arguments. Okay. So day of the year went wrong. Let's go and see what went wrong. Day of the year. So what column he's talking about? Day of the year variable put. So what I'm doing here, 1231 MMDD. Okay. Year as numeric, comma, month. Oh, year as numeric, month as numeric, and day as numeric. Maybe we gave in the wrong way. Month as numeric, day as numeric. Let's see. Okay, now I can see the data.
Mm-hmm.
4019.
Okay.
Now go and check. Okay. Oh, day of the year just populated with the 12. I don't know what happened. Okay, first of all, what is the length? Day of the year length. Day of the year is 29 here, but coming here it's only 3. Can
Mm-hmm.
you say this? So in the target, okay, got it. Basically, he just want what kind of a day it is in that year.
Yeah.
Okay, but like at max, you will have 365, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason he mentioned only 3 characters. But here I'm trying to test the data. Okay, here I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to test my data, how it's populating. What I can do is I can populate, I can view this data by using a debugger.
Mm-hmm.
Debugger, start debugger. Next, use existing session instance. Click on next. Press F10. So here I want to see the data, how my date value is coming out. I don't want this. I'm just trying to focus on my year
Yeah.
value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in the year value, basically 2001 is coming. That is okay. Day of the year, perfect. So your year is 2001. For that year, I'm taking the maximum one.
Mm-hmm.
So December 31st. Okay. So now, so this is what the advantage of debugger. In the expression, what exactly happening you can see. But
Mm-hmm.
day of the year is coming out as a 12
Mm-hmm.
because in the target or like here it's day of the year is mentioned as a 3 characters.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason you are able to send only 3 characters.
Okay.
Okay, now I got an idea of what I need to do. So in my date of the year variable port, it's coming fine. But only
Mm-hmm.
problem is while sending it out, it's coming as a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got that issue. Okay. Now I'm going back. I'm just stopping the debugger and the day of the year out. What I'm trying to do is I am trying to take this as an integer.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to take the date difference. Let's take that function. Date difference. Date difference of whatever the value, date of the year, no. Okay, day of the year where, comma, date value. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So missing operands, date difference. What is missing here? Date one as date, format as char. Okay. I'm asking provide me in the form of a dates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one, apply, and see like here I'm passing it as an integer.
Mm-hmm.
Control S. Now I'm going back to my workflow. So even I don't need to go, even I can do my debugger. I can view that result in my debugger instead of running it.
Okay.
Okay, let's go with the debugger. but you're supposed to do all the refresh and everything because it's using the same session.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to do refresh, use existing instance. Next, finish. The only problem with the debugger is a little bit slow. And
డీబగ్గర్ రో బై రో చూపిస్తుందా?
yeah, ఇప్పుడు చూడండి ఫస్ట్ రో ఇది. Okay,
ఓకే.
first record ఎంత whatever like 1231 2001. Now I'm pressing F10, so its same record will go into expression now.
Okay.
In the source you have only 2 fields, that's why you are able to see only 2. When I press F10 it will go to expression. Now the same record, how it is getting modified. So if you look at this, day of the year 1231 2001, the out basically it's providing a value of 0. I don't know why, but we'll see. Okay, 1231 is what our maximum date. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a difference between 1231 2001 to 1231 2001 is like 0 days. So your date value and your maximum date both are same, right?
Okay.
That's why it's 0. Now let's check for this date. Maybe here you're supposed to see 365. Let's see 364. You see this day of the year out. So basically from the January 1st, basically it's kind of a January 1st only, right? So January 1st is basically it's supposed to show as a first day, right? Not 364th day.
Yeah.
For that, so when you're giving like this 1231 means like the difference between the maximum date and this date. So how you are making this as a, okay, I can do that. So let's do this debugger. I'm stopping the debugger. Yes, and every year except leap year it will be 366, right? Sorry, 365. So what I'm doing is 365 minus the date difference. But if in case same day it's coming as 0, if I put like this, the date difference is showing. You understand what I'm trying to do? Here, like in the current scenario for the second record, it's coming as a 364. Now I am trying to delete it from the 365.
Yeah.
Then the first day will come. I mean, whatever the difference.
Okay.
But for the first record, it was like a December 31st, 2011. Sorry, 2001. In that scenario, you got the date difference as 0.
Yeah.
So even that is not correct. Okay, I don't want to kill it much. Like whatever the date difference, okay? Basically, you can convert into in a later, but right now, if your date is like a December 31st, there is no date difference, okay? If it is a 0, then it's the last day of your, if it is a 365, it's the first day, okay? Maybe I don't want to kill it much. So that is what I'm taking, like day of the year. Okay, if it in the January 1st, you are in the starting day of that year. That means like you supposed to enjoy your 365 days or 364 days. And month of the year. So I'm trying to take the same way, month of the year also. In the month of the year, okay, I'm going to, month of the year. I can take this value, right? The year value, whatever is here. month number. I can take the same thing, right? Or
Month.
month of the year means this month is July, that is 7. So this is the 7th month. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So month of the year. Yeah, this is 7th month of the year. Basically, the dates are like, the months are going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the 7th month.
Mm.
And even 07 is a 7, right? So I don't want to change it. Let me know if you differ with my argument. So what I'm feeling is like a month of the year means there are only 12 months for any kind of a year.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's already been calculated like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to do anything over here. Just I'm using the old one. In a best way, what we can do, instead of recalculating this, okay, for every record using this function, I can create that as a variable port. I'll
Yeah.
show you. That's the best practice, basically. So month of the year, what I'm doing is month number, right? So I'm making this as a variable port, and I'm assigning the same port in a multiple places. Okay, here I'm giving out month number out. So instead of using this, I'm taking this as a variable port. I will assign. Once I created this logic, I'm just assigning it wherever I want. Instead of this logic, because this time I'm not applying the logic. Only one time I'm using the logic.
Okay.
The rest of all times I'm using the same value, whatever I stored. Here also same. I am not creating any logic here. Month of the year also. Just where that's the only one time you are going to calculate. And next, week of the year. This is going to be a little bit problem. Now, there are 52 weeks in a given year. Okay, so what I can do is, anyway, I have like a day of the year variable put. In this, what I'm trying to find is, I'm going to find date difference. Okay, you are calculating this as this. Okay, even I'm using one more variable port. I'm making this as a variable. Oh, I already have variable 2. Okay, I'm making it as an output port. I'm trying to avoid like as many logics out, and I'm assigning this over here. And I'm using the same logic week of the year. So basically, from the day of the year, I'm getting like a 365. What I'm trying to do is I'm dividing by 52. Does it make sense? For example, if it's like a 365, okay, then what I'm doing is 365 by 52. So whatever the value is coming, I'm using that. I'm just taking as an integer. So if it is like you are in a first week, then it's a 365 days you are getting, right? So 365 by 52, whatever the value comes up, it's going to provide you that. Days overall. Okay, even this is a tricky part. Now, actually, whatever we are expecting here, we have to provide that. Days overall means till now, how many days you finished? So how can I do this? The date difference is coming as 365 Maybe I can use the same date of the year. Okay, what I'm doing here, date of the year, I'm taking the date difference from these two, date value, and making it as the day. That is okay, but I'm deleting from December 31st to this thing. Maybe what I will do, I'll just revert it back. $365 minus, I don't want to use as a string. I'll make it as an integer. Okay, and this one divide, right? So I'll make it as a 2 integer. Let's take a conversion functions. Okay, 2 decimal to integer.
It's like end date minus start date.
No, I'm doing it for the different one. I'm doing it for weeks, because weeks won't be in a decimal format, right?
Yeah.
I'm making it as integer. It will round up like whatever it is coming up. And
Actually, the formula is end date minus start date, it seems, for dates overall.
end date minus for
Start
the
date.
this one.
For dates, day overall, yeah.
End date minus start date. Basically, end date minus start date, December 31st, the date difference here, this is what we figured out, right?
Yeah.
The date difference, day of the year, comma, date value. Basically, the difference is going to find out. And when it comes January 1st, it's showing me as a 364. We've seen that.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I'm trying to say, if it is January 1st, is the first day of the year. Means 365 minus whatever the value is coming from here.
Okay.
Okay, so here day of the year means like how many days I'm going to have in my year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I mean, I took this port, and this one days overall means how many days I enjoyed in this year.
Mm-hmm.
That is what the intention of mine. And here also weeks overall. Basically, weeks overall, we already figured out like week of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So even I have this variable port. Where is this? Week of the year. Okay. 2 integer, right? So let's make it as a variable port. So that I need not to use this anywhere. I mean the same logic. The weeks overall, how many weeks you finished? Months overall. So anyway, I'm getting the month value from here. Month of the year. Oh, I already have the var here. Month number var. Where is that? Oh, here. So date part. what I'm doing is I'm just deleting from the 12. Does it make sense? So basically it's saying it cannot convert into integer. Let's make it as an integer then. Operand cannot be converted to a number. Okay, we'll convert it. Conversion to integer.
To number, I think, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's see. What is a month number is coming from top. Oh, month number where it's coming as a, let's make it as an integer. Month number out. Day of the week. Day name, month name. Okay, I just converted into integer. And year overall, this is tricky part. So from when I need to compare this, how many years? Maybe I'll take the starting year is a 0 or like a 1, and I'm going to take whatever is coming up. So if it is like 2001, so 2001 years you finished.
Okay.
I can treat like that, right? So year value, year where. The same logic I need to use. Anyway, get date part. Why I'm taking 2 times here? Then why I'm using it here? What is the use of this? Okay. When I'm having the same logic, why can't I use this? Why I need to do this calculation 2 times? You got my point? Okay. So year overall, I'm just taking the year value. That's it. Holiday indicator. Here, another interesting function. What is this? Day name. So I'm using a decode function. Decode the ports, whatever I'm using here. It's dname true. Day name is equal to Sunday, then populate y. Day name is equal to Saturday, then populate is, Saturday, then also y. Else, no. Oh, come on. Okay, forget this. Let's take if function. day name is equal to Sunday, then yes. If day name is called Saturday, then it's Y, else N. This is the first bracket, and this is the second bracket. It's closed here, and it's closed here. Missing operator. What? Day name is called Sunday, then yes, perfect.
There's no if in this.
Day name equal to Sunday, then it's Y, perfect. Day name is Saturday, then Y, else N. Or just put for this, it works. Oh, come on. Okay. If day name Sunday, Y. Okay, let's take avoid this thing, multiple conditions. We'll see. Even this is wrong. So what is the day name? Why day name is wrong? Do we have any day name here? I mean, I cannot see any day name. Okay. Let's continue. What is a day name? Basically, it's an output port. It's not a input port. I mean, variable port, right? So there's a reason it's not able to find out that value. Okay. So if day name is called Saturday, then yes. No. If day name is called Sunday, then yes, or else no. And
Can
I'm
we do
causing,
multiple ifs?
yeah, we can.
Okay.
Okay, what I'm doing now, first I'm checking if the day name is Saturday, then
Yeah.
put S. Then coming to the next one, if the day name is Sunday, then you are putting yes. If not, then you are putting no.
Okay.
Okay, so that is what I did. So it's indicators and workday indicator. Hmm, what I have to do here? What is the best way? Instead of putting like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe I'll use the same logic here, but in a different way.
Mm.
If not equals to,
Yeah.
but the problem is when it comes to Saturday, okay, when it's evaluating first like a Saturday, Sunday, right?
Mhm.
It's not equal to Saturday. That's why it's going to mention you Y. And when it comes to here, if for example it's a Saturday, then it again is going to Y.
Mhm.
There's a problem.
Yeah, it doesn't show the other names, I think, other weeks.
No, not like that. For example, if Monday is coming, okay,
Yeah.
then it will populate Y
Yeah.
in the first scenario.
Mm.
But if the Sunday coming also, it will populate Y, right? You understand my
No,
point?
right?
Okay. If first Sunday is coming, okay, first it will check. If day name where is equal not equals to Saturday, okay. For
Mhm.
Monday, it's going to populate Y. And again, it will check day name where not equals to Sunday.
Sunday.
If this is not true, then only it is going to come here.
Yeah.
If it is true, means for the first thing itself, it's true, then it's going to come out.
Mm.
In that scenario, for example, in the first case itself, you are getting Sunday. I'm sorry. In the first scenario itself, you are getting Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to assign, basically it's going to not equals to Sunday. Okay, I'll do one thing to make it simple. And not equals to Saturday. Then only make it as yes. Or else make it as no. Okay, not
Yeah.
equals to Sunday. And it's not equals to Saturday. Sorry, Sunday here, not Saturday.
Mm.
Sunday. Okay, if day name were not equals to Saturday and day name were not equals to Sunday. For example, Saturday is coming. Is it not equals to Saturday? No. It will immediately go and put the no. For example, Sunday is coming. It's not
Mhm.
equal to Saturday, it's true, but day name were not equals to Sunday. This is
Okay.
false.
Mm-hmm.
In that scenario, it's going to put like a no. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
yes. For example, Monday is coming. Day name not equals to Saturday, that's true. And day name not equals to Sunday, that's true. So it's going to give this Y. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe it's not make sense for this. Maybe with additional. Come on. I mean, are you able to understand the logic?
Yeah, yeah.
It's all like depends how we are doing, Jaya. Just we are using our brains, that's it. And couple of functions. Okay, and a weekday indicator. The same logic. The same logic I'm using in a different way. Basically, it's a work day and weekday also same logic.
Yeah.
So instead of doing like multiple times, it's very important like the performance, whatever I'm doing here. So this is how you can avoid multiple processing things. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm assigning a a variable port. That's okay. Why you are getting that error? Because you didn't initiate this as a variable port. Still you are getting a problem. Okay. Okay, workday indicator out is a variable port, and weekday also I'm using the same way.
Excuse me.
Okay, weekday also I'm using this is a weekday basically, and workday weekday are both are same for me. And weekend indicator, I already created this weekend indicator, holiday indicator.
Yeah.
So I'm using the same logic. Again, I'm creating a variable port. First make this as a variable port and give that. Even I can make that variable port in a different way, holiday indicator. Instead of make it much complicated, holiday indicator variable, right? So why I need to use in this way? Maybe I can use the or condition here. Or date day name variable is called to why or else no. That's it, simple, right? See, is either Saturday or Sunday. If any
Yeah.
one of is true, then yes, or else no. No, weekend indicator. So I'll just use that, whatever I created, holiday indicator. So in real time, maybe you can add like a July 4th and all these things. But as of now, I'm making it simple. Okay. And quarter of the year. My God. Okay. Now, what's a quarter of year? So January, February, March, April is the first quarter. There are 3 quarters.
3 or 4?
3, right? Quarter means like it's a, oh, sorry,
Okay.
4. Every 3 months is a quarter. So January, February, March. So March is a quarter and quarter of the year. So for every year, the quarter will be same, right? What's the
Yeah.
difference? Oh, maybe it's an indicator. So what is that month is a quarter of the year or not? Whatever the month is coming up, right? So if that is a, so here, what is a month? Month of the year, month number where? If that month number, so for example, it's a 3. There's a March, April, May, June, again another quarter.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm taking some numerical. Okay, so I'm taking this mod, comma 3. If mod of 3 equals to 0, okay, then It's a quarter, or else no. Okay, is that clear? Basically, I'm taking like a reminder. So the month number, for example, if it's a March, you will get 3. Okay, so 3 divided by 3, the remainder is 0. If it is like a 6, 6 divided by 3, the remainder is 0.
Mm-hmm.
Is it remainder or quotient?
Mod is
Okay, let's see, like as of now, I'm just trying to, I'm recollecting like my old math. The remainder means, okay, let me, oh, sorry, can I Google here?
yeah.
What's left over in the division problem, in the division process? Oh, come on.
Reminder is 2 numbers. For the 2 numbers you reminded, right?
What is the remainder for 3 power of? It looks silly. I was 7th in my district in mathematics. but,
Oh,
but the problem is I studied in Telugu medium.
okay. Okay.
So these words are like making me confused now. Maybe my daughter will laugh at me. Okay, let's see Khan Academy. Come on. Okay. Hey, I'm right, basically. See, you are dividing 13 by 4. You are
Yeah.
getting a value as 3, but remainder is 1.
Mm.
So in my case also, I am taking the month number here and the number 3 here. So obviously the remainder is 0, right? If it is a
Yeah.
quarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. Now I'm moving ahead.
Some videos playing in that link.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, if you have a kids, like this is the best website. You can look into that.
I still don't have kids.
Okay. Then still even that is a good site.
Yeah.
Yeah, until we finish this mapping at least. And you don't believe like in a data science, these mathematics are crucial. Whatever
Okay.
we learn like statistics and everything, right? So everything is coming back. Anyway, that's a different story, but yeah, season. Come on. Right now, I don't want to put like that complicated logic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just leaving it is as it is. Okay. Right now the season is, what season is? Summer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why to, as we did so much effort on this, why to make it a dummy port? So let's do it. Ports. Where is the month? Okay, month number, right? Or month name. Okay, why we need to take month? Even I can take month number. If month number uh, equals to What months? January is not January, I believe. I don't know in our area, but in Chicago is maybe. Okay, I don't want to spend much time over here. Like I'm taking from November itself. Maybe November it's a fall. No, that's okay.
No, it's winter.
In November, November is a winter. September is a fall. September by September fall
September
and
is fall, yeah.
okay. Let's take from January. Okay. No, we should not take like that. November only. Okay, I'm taking like November, December, and January and February, or uh, winter. Okay, so if month number were in, okay, then from March, basically it starts the summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Summer or what you call that?
March, from March. Even March is also fall.
Oh, March is fall.
Yeah.
How come March? Is it fall or
Till Feb it's winter and March is fall. Again from April it's summer, right?
only March is fall?
Yeah, March to April.
Okay, then it's fall. And what is the other season?
Summer.
Until oh, there are only two seasons. I mean, three seasons.
Yeah, here it's winter, summer and fall, right?
Hmm.
But fall you get two times, once in summer and once in winter.
That's okay. Once in.
Yeah, you have spring also. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
all.
that's what like I was thinking. Spring is like from July.
Yeah.
Okay, let's make it a little bit interesting. So from April, from May, it's a summer, I believe. May,
Yeah, May.
July, August. No, May, June, July, August, September. That's okay. Summer. Basically, these are the things like these are the common sense related things, but as we never put on a paper or on a system, it will be complicated. That's okay.
Mm.
Maybe 9, 10 I'm taking as
Yeah.
a spring.
Mm.
This is the first time I'm doing this mapping from
Oh,
start till end. I never did this. Okay. Now, why don't we do another way? Okay, if it is just I'm putting, okay, first let me validate this. Error. Why it is error? That's okay, let it be errored out. So the reason is, okay, season is string, everything is good. Why? Month number where? Month number variable put. Basically it's integer. No, where is month number? Yeah, that's the integer month number where. Okay. Let's think about this. So winter, spring. Oh, okay, got it. Basically, one bracket is open, sorry, closed. I forgot
okay.
to
Okay.
close the rest of the brackets. Total, how many brackets are open? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Still, it's giving an error. Okay, 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here. First one I closed here. Second one is here. Third one is here. Fourth one is here. Okay. to avoid this confusion, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this logic aside. Okay, just temporarily I'm putting it there so that I can get it back. First, I want to evaluate one by one. If month number is 9 and 10, else, no, just a basic level of syntax check. Okay, this is a problem. So month number where in 9 comma 10. So basically the integer part, it's not going to check for the in, I believe. 9. No, even this is not happening. The list of the values, otherwise 0. Okay, if that is true, then spring. Then what's the problem in this? That is what it is giving, right? So 1. Value to search as an expression value has expression value 2. Expression case flag. Okay, then just put in. I don't know, will it make sense or not? No, doesn't make any sense. That's okay. Instead of using n, what else I can use? Month number. Okay, Jay, I already took a lot of time over here. So what I will do is, okay, I can do this. If month number less than or equals to 8 and month number and greater than or equals to 5, it's summer. Okay, if not, 3, 4, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 2 is in winter and 3 4 is in the fall. Okay, I am taking everything as a fall, but still you cannot make it. Greater than 10 and less than 4. Month number greater than 4 and month number greater than 4. I believe greater than 10 and less than or equals to 2. In that scenario, it's going to be winter, or else it's a spring. I'm taking only 3 just for I'm putting in a different way. So instead of using the in, spring, one braces and other braces, validate this. So in simple way, like month number less than or equals to 8. So whatever was there earlier, sorry, what was there? See, this is what there, right? So 11, 12, 1, 2. So what I'm saying is, if it is greater than 10, that is, there are only 2 months will come with greater than 10.
Okay.
Okay, and less than or equals to 2. So it's a perfect winter.
Mhm.
And so the summer, this thing 5, 6, 7, 8, if it is less than or equals to 8 and greater than or equal to 5. I'm giving that condition. So it's summer.
Mhm.
And rest of everything is spring. So I don't have any kind of a fall now.
Mhm.
If it is a 3 and 4, then it won't fall under these two things, right?
Mhm.
These two logics. Even this will consider as a fall. But if you want to add one more condition, yes, I can add. Like, okay, if it is greater than 3 and 4, right? Just 3 and 4. If it is 3, I can use or condition. Or if it is 4, then it's winter. Why 3, 4 is a winter? No, it's a fall. And why 3, 4 is fall? March and April is fall?
Yeah.
Okay. Or else it's a spring. Maybe you need to add one more braces.
Mhm.
Okay. My gosh. Season is done. Last day in the month, last day in the quarter, last day in the year. My gosh. So, last day. Returns the last day of that month. That is okay. Last day. Expression is a date expression. Okay. So, the values are date value. Okay. So, date value. Incompatible data field is string and expression is date time.
I think it should date value in, right?
Uh, It's a date value, but like whatever he's asking is a different thing. He's asking last day of in the month. What is that last day in that month? That is what he's asking. I don't want to make it much complicated. Last day. Okay. Last day. I can make it, right? To care,
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the date value. Make sense? So first of all, it's going to take the last day in the date value, and I'm taking the day out of it. Quarter is kind of a difficult because we didn't find that quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So what I can take, last day in a year. Anyway, last day is December 31st. What else? Excuse me. Even last day in quarter also, it's kind of a same. I mean, the data type is, I mean, the precision is only one. So what does that mean? How come it is going to be one? Because if it is like a 12 or 13, whatever is crossing 10, it's going to be 2 characters, right? So it's not supposed to be one. Or maybe it's an indicator. It's just like, is it a last day? Or is it a last day? Or is it a last day?
Mm-hmm.
Only for indicators, it will be one. So even this doesn't make any sense. To care. Okay. The last day. Okay. If I'm just trying to compare the dates now. I don't know whether I can compare it or not, but I'll give it a try. Oh, great. Okay, now last day in quarter. This is tricky part because we are not deriving any quarter anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Only we are deriving the number, or like we are trying to figure it out. So what I can do is, yeah, I can do this, right? So quarter of the year. So even we do have an indicator, right? So where is that indicator?
Quality.
Okay, here this indicator mod number, right? So what I'm trying to do here, even this one I'm taking as a variable port. So what I'm trying to do here is, if this value is no, sorry, yes, then if in case, I mean, if this is a quarter of the year, if this is a quarter of the year, then you do this logic. What that logic? If go to ports, what is this? Date value or last day. of your date value is equal to your date value. If that is true, I mean, if it is a quarter of the year, okay, then only you are entering into this. If last date value is equal to date value, then populate yes, or else no. Make sense?
Mhm.
First you are checking, is it a quarter? Okay.
Yeah.
Then you are going into the comparison.
Mhm.
Last day in the year. Obviously, this is a, what is the last day in the year? Okay, you are just comparing. So go to ports. If your date value equals to date of DD. Oh, here the problem comes. I believe we already made a date. If you go up, somewhere we made a date.
Date.
I mean, we created a date basically. Where we created date pot type element, date of month. No. Somewhere we created a date by using a function. Get date pot. No. Make date and time. Yes. So what we did is year value variable. Okay, here this is what I made. Make date and time, and basically this is a date of the year. Sorry, day of the year. I made it as a variable port.
Mhm.
So here this is the December 31st. So for that specific year. So what I'm trying to do is, if this one is equals to, this means basically the value coming from this value is December 31st for
Mhm.
that specific year. If this value is equals to your date value, so then it's going to be yes. You understand?
Yeah.
Basically you are trying to compare.
Mhm.
If it is a 2001, okay, your input value whatever is coming is December 31st 2001, and this is going to be December 31st 2001, day of
Mhm.
the year. Then it's a yes, it's a last day, or else it's no. Finally I'm done, but I don't know, these are all our assumptions. Now the next important thing is we need to connect month number out, day name, month name I already connected, day of the year, month, day of the year. Okay, month of the year, week of the year, day overall, week overall, month overall, year overall, holiday indicator, work day indicator, weekday indicator, weekend indicator, quarter of the year, season, last day in the month, last day in the quarter, last day in the year. Valid, refresh, save it, start task. Okay, so now at what time your job ran? 8:23. Perfect. So this ran fine. Now try to execute. December 31st, date value. Okay, maybe this is the best example for us to see. Okay, day of the month, 31st, month number 12, year value 2001. Okay, we didn't populate the day of the week, that's okay. Monday, December, day of the year 0, because there are no days left. Okay, and month of the year 12, week of the year. Oh, why 12 is coming as 0?
Month of year.
Week of the year. Oh, there are no weeks left. Days overall you finished 365. Yeah, that's correct, right? So there are no weeks left out. I mean, that is what our assumption. Day of the year and week of the year. Basically, it's supposed to be. How come this is going to be 7 week of the year for all of this? Okay. Days overall. Okay, sorry, 365 here. Weeks overall. You finish like all of your 52 weeks. Months overall. Okay. I don't know, like for this logic, for this one only coming different. For December 31st, week of the year means how many weeks you finished supposed to come, right? So maybe here it should be like a 52. But weeks overall, week overall and week of the year, maybe these two should be same.
Yeah.
Right? Week overall, how many weeks you finished and how many, what is that week of that specific year? That's okay. Maybe you can put the same logic over here. Months overall, same here also. Here, year overall, month overall. What does that mean? Like maybe I need to put the reverse logic over here. Our assumption is like how many months we finished. I mean, how many months are left out. Year overall, there is no meaning to get 20. So there is some glitch. Is it a holiday indicator? Yes or no? 31st December, Monday. That's true. It's not a holiday, right? So holiday indicator is workday indicator is yes. That's true. Weekday indicator is yes. Weekend indicator is no. Quarter of the year? Yes. How come? Oh, December is a quarter of the year. That's right. Last quarter. Spring. Is that spring, December? It should be. December is an winter, right? Somehow everything is coming as spring, I believe. Okay, no. For few of them, it's a fall. Is it a last day in a quarter? This came perfectly. Yes. That is the last day. Last day in the year? Yes. That is perfect. Okay, so for few things we need to do, we need to do some tweaks. One blunder mistake what I can see here is this one, year overall, how many years you finished. So this is what the blunder mistake. What I am assuming here is your the size, field size might be different, and rest of the things are based on our understanding. But like years, days, the years overall is kind of a mistake. Years overall. See, this is about the problem. Here it should be 4, right?
Okay.
Year overall.
Yeah.
Okay, just to avoid the confusion, I'm doing like forward and backward from where this value is coming. So it's going only to one place. That is, even the target also is 2. That doesn't make any sense. If you're having 2, then You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
populate more than that. Okay, so that is okay. I don't want to change anything. If you want to change, then go to the target structure and you can change it.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, just to make it, because that doesn't make any sense according to our logic. Basically, you are not going to use this data anywhere. So
Mm-hmm.
this is only to get our practice. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, year value, year overall. Okay. Okay, Jaya. So I don't want to take much. So we already did enough. We spent like a 2.5 hours on this.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll just discuss, simple concept today and we'll wind up. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Where is your lab? The class contents. We finished this, right? No, sequence generator we finished, I believe.
Yeah. Sequence generator.
Okay, we already discussed this concept. Caches means whenever the first record is trying to look up
Mm-hmm.
on your lookup object or lookup source, basically at that point your cache is going to be created.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but like there are different kind of a caches. So cache means what? Like it's kind of a temporary area where your lookup or like a join operations are getting performed. But in that temporary area also you're having a different kind of options. Okay, one of the option is like a persistent lookup cache. So here we are going to look into the persistent lookup cache and what exactly the meaning of it and where we are going to use it. First thing, you need to understand where are these lookup properties, okay, or like where are these caching properties. Basically, when you open your lookup properties, you can see all these things. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to first of all, do you want to enable the cache or not? In the Java transformation, even though you are performing join, you don't have this option. Okay, if you want
Okay.
to enable the lookup cache, you don't have, sorry, if you want to enable the cache or disable the cache, you don't have any option, but in the lookup transformations you have it. So
Mm-hmm.
lookup caching enable means basically you're enabling to perform the cache every time. Whenever you're doing your execution, session execution, it will create a cache.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the second thing is a persistent. Okay, so you need to understand one more thing. When I'm saying it's creating a cache, where exactly it's creating the cache? Basically, it's creating a cache on your server as you
Oh.
are using your Windows machine
Mm-hmm.
as your server. So your cache will get created on your Windows machine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for the relational lookup tables, performance gain because only one local SQL statement. The only reason is when it's creating the cache on your local machine. In the real time, what happens is your database servers will be on some other machines and
Mm-hmm.
some other servers, and your Informatica will be on some other server.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're querying, like when your source qualifier is running, what happens? The control from your Informatica server is going to some other server.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a network delay. Like your control is going from one server to another server means there is some kind of a latency. What if like if your query or your logic is happening within your server? So there is no need to go here and there so
Okay.
that the performance will improve. So,
Mm-hmm.
and your cache is getting built on your local server. That is the reason the performance will increase. That's the reason like they are creating a caches.
Mm-hmm.
Now comes to the persistent. So what does that mean? Till now, whatever discussed is a temporary. So whatever I discussed like cache means is a temporary. Once
Mm-hmm.
you execute your session, that's it. Once your session is complete, it will gone.
Mm-hmm.
It won't allocate a space on your hard disk.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you save it as a persistent, then it's
Mm-hmm.
going to create, okay, it's going to create or it's going to take some space out of your server. and it remains same. I mean, it's going to stay on your hard drive. Why? For example, in my real time, like if I am looking up on a dimensional tables, normally the dimension tables will have billions and trillions of data. Okay, it's not like a 10 records or 20 records. You are going to have like a millions and billions of data. Every time you look up, what will happen? Every time you look up, it's trying to create a cache for 1 million or billion records. To create that cache itself, it's going to take half an hour. Why I need to take, or why I need to build the cache every time? Is it really mandatory? No. If there is no refresh on the data, if the data is not changing on my dimension tables, then why I need to create a cache every day for the same purpose, same data?
Okay.
If any change in the data, it makes sense because new data is coming. But there is no change in my data. Dimension, for example, your dimension table is loading weekly once. But you are using the dimension table every hour. So every hour when you are running your mapping, you are trying to create a session. Cache. What happens in that scenario? You are trying to spend half an hour of time for every 1 hour only just to build the same cache again and again and again and again. Okay, the only change you can see on Saturday evening, but from Saturday, Sunday morning till Saturday morning, you are daily creating a cache. It doesn't make any sense. What I can do on Saturday evening, once your data refresh is complete, okay, just create a cache. Or when you're running the job first time on Monday morning, whenever you're trying to look up on your dimension table first time, then create the cache and save it.
Okay.
Whenever you are creating as a persistent, then you are going to save that cache. Okay, so that you can improve the performance. You can avoid that the execution or cache creation time every time. Okay, only once you are going to create the time, and you can reuse that until the data is refreshed.
Okay.
Okay, next thing, recache from lookup source. So when I'm going to use this, whenever I'm using the same kind of a concept, whatever I used in persistent, but weekly once in my dimension table, the cache is supposed to refresh, right?
Yeah.
What I said, weekly once you are loading a dimension table. That means at least weekly once it's supposed to recache, or else the cache will not get refreshed. So what I'm doing, every time, I mean like every time on weekly once my dimension table is loading, it's supposed to recache.
Okay.
Okay, so basically the reason why we are using the persistent cache to improve the performance. Okay, but the data, if it is refreshes, it may create a problem. So you need to make sure you will recache whenever your data refreshes.
Okay.
Okay, now this is another mapping. I believe, yeah, even this is a mapping we're supposed to do. So stage promotion. Will you do this mapping, Jaya?
Yeah.
But this is our first mapping on dimension side, but I will give you a kind of a overview. Okay, we're supposed to see this one also, but I will give an overview, Jaya, before starting the dimensions. Let's see. Stage promotions and dimensional promotions. And you are looking upon dimensional dates. Stage promotions and dim promotions, right? So let's start. Stage promotions. Do we have that first of all in our sources? I don't think so. Okay, first take stage promotions.
You are taking from Oracle source, right?
No, it's in your table is in our Oracle target. Your source, now your source became your staging. See, till now our source are either flat files or some other transactional sources.
Yeah.
But now our sources became our targets. I mean, from the target, whatever targets we loaded till now, those are becoming sources now.
Okay.
So our source is stage promotions. I believe we already loaded this. Just to make sure, check out the data. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what the important thing. This is a new era we are entering right now. So this is a dimensional load. Here so many concepts will come. Dim promotions, right? So we already have this. I don't want to take it again. So stage promotions. First I'm going to create a table. I'm in mapping. Create m underscore dim promotions. From the dimension tables, the load is going to be a little bit different. You will see a lot of keys here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next thing is stage promotions, right? So these date keys are from the date table. So promotion ID, promotion description, promotion start date and end date, promo discount, and yeah, this is a simple mapping. It's not he's not making much complicate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what we are going to do is we are going to look upon. This is a simple one. Do you want to do this or? Okay, I'll take the date lookups also so that it will be easy for you. Oh, I believe like before this also we should have some other mapping, I believe, because we never load dimensional dates. Okay, anyway, I'm taking its dimensional dates. But for now, I cannot continue with this because there is no data in our dimensional tables.
Yeah, we did it now, right? Dimension tables.
We didn't do it. We did it from stage dates.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're supposed to do is we are missing some other mapping. Maybe in sequence generator we missed it. See?
Yeah.
We missed it. So first we need to build this one. Then only we can go for this. Okay, for now I'm just I'm not executing it, but just as a pretty simple one. And what I'm doing is basically I want to show a concept here. Like okay, that's okay. I'll show that concept later. What I want to show you is like a date time unconnected lookups and connected lookups, but that's okay. I'll show with some other example, not with this. Okay, so ultimately what I'm doing is, no, I cannot do this. I need to take two transformations here. First one I'm sending to here, and this one is for start date, and the condition is okay. I don't have anything as of now. That's okay. Start date. Don't get confused. So I'm taking lookup, another lookup, and this one is for the end date. Are you able to understand what I'm doing, Jaya?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, now these values are coming from my source, right? Promo ID, promo description, promo type.
Mm-hmm.
But start date key what is the start date key? Basically, this is a key which is supposed to come from the dimension table of the date dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at the dimension table, date dimensions, these are the values like date key and date value.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm doing, oh, your piece is,
Yeah.
you're running out of battery. Can you charge it first?
Okay.
Okay, so if you look at the structure of this date dimensions, okay, for every date value, there is a date key.
Mm-hmm.
So for a corresponding date, there is a date key. And I want this date key in my target. Okay, if you're having a start date, for example, from my source promotion table, I'm having a start date. Then I need to search, is the date is available here? Yes, if it is available, then return that specific date key. You understand?
No.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
first I'll try to explain what exactly here. Okay. Now he's asking what is the date key for the start date, whatever is coming from the source. For
Mm-hmm.
example, if I joined in my company in January 1st, 2017. So, but in the
Okay.
promotions, I don't want to load the date. I want to load a key. Okay.
Okay.
For every date, there is a key. There is a digit integer value. Because in the dimension tables, we are going to have description about the promotions, not about the dates.
Okay.
So I am creating a reference point to my dates table.
Mm-hmm.
But even I need the date, right? But I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to create a date value in my promotion table. I just want to create a reference.
Mm-hmm.
So that if I really want to know when he started, then I will go to the date table and I will look into that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want to go back to the date table, I need a reference.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason I am maintaining a start date key.
Okay.
If anyone asks, I will join this dimension dates and start dimension promotion. I will get the date. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to maintain the date in my promotions. Then what I'm doing, I'm creating a reference start date key.
Mm-hmm.
But how I'm going to get that start date key? In my date dimension table, for every date, there is a date key.
Okay.
In my dimension table, in my dates dimension table, we didn't do that mapping. That's the reason we are not able to understand clearly. But in our actual mapping, what we're supposed to do, for every date, we are creating a date keys.
Mm-hmm.
That date key I want to load in my promotion table.
Okay.
For that, what I'm saying, whatever is coming the date, okay, from your start date and expiry date, just pass it to your lookup transformation and get that key.
Mm-hmm.
Just like sending the employee number and getting the salary.
Mm-hmm.
Same way, sending the data and getting the corresponding date key. But why I need to use two lookups here? The reason is I can compare only one value at a time in my lookup transformation.
Mm-hmm.
For the first lookup, I'm comparing start date. For the second lookup, I'm comparing the expiry date.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking the corresponding date key from here. Okay, if you don't understand also, that's okay. When we explain about the stage 2 dimension dates, right, then you will understand it. But you need to, what you need to understand from here is, in your dimension table, dates dimension table, there is a date as well as a key, and I need that key in my dimensional promotions.
Okay.
Okay, but how you are getting the date key, we're supposed to run that in a different mapping.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it a little bit better or any confusion?
Yeah. Once we didn't have the dates dimension table, that's so that I think it's confusion.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, we'll do that first, then we'll come back to here. Okay, I'm just mentioning the conditions so that I can make it success. Okay, date value, expiry date. Okay, So once we finish that mapping, then we'll come back to this. Create. Okay, and now again in your source you're supposed to get your stage dates. And targets, you already have it, I believe. Okay, you're having so many fields.
Mm-hmm.
If you observe this in your date, okay, can you see date key?
Yeah.
Perfect. Date value. Okay, let me. Okay, date ID legacy. I don't know what is the legacy. First of all, I am going to pass the date value and date ID legacy. I don't know what is this. Day of the month, month number, year value, day of the week, day name, month name, day of the year, month of the year, days overall, week overall, month overall, year overall, holiday indicator, workday indicator, weekday indicator, weekend, quarter, season, last day. Everything is same, no change at all. Okay, even I don't know what is date ID legacy. Oh, it's already there, right? So now the question is how you are going to get the date key.
Mm-hmm.
So we learned a concept, sequence generator, right?
Mm-hmm.
For every value, whatever a value is coming from here, okay, I need to enter a record over here for the date key. For that, I need to take the sequence generator. We already learned in the sequence generator, there is nothing. There is no specific properties or anything. Just you are assigning a numeric value for every record. That's it. Okay. If you look at the sequence generator also, the start value is basically 0 and increment by 1. So basically you are going to the value whatever is there in the current value. Okay, but it's starting with 0, but it is incremented by 1 and it will becoming like a 1. For the first one, it will become 1. Increment by. So what is the increment value? 1. Every record you are incrementing 1. Like that, your end value is going to be this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not selecting as a cycle because it's a dimension table. And
Mm-hmm.
date key is your primary key. If you select cycle, again it will start from the, once you reach this end value, again it starts from the record 1. So I don't want to make it cycle. So I'm just leaving as it is. Is it clear?
Okay.
Sequence generator means just generate the values, numbers, that's it. For every record, it will create a number.
Okay.
And for the second record, it will create it will increment 1 and it will create 2. For third, increment 1 means 3, 4, 5, 6. For every record, it will load a key. So ultimately what I'm doing, for every date value, whatever is coming from a source. So for each and every date, I'll have a date key. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
This one is clear, right?
Yeah.
For every date value, whatever is coming from my source, I'm creating a date key. The only difference between stage dates and dim dates is only date key.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So why I'm creating the date key? Because in future, in some other table, I don't want to load the dates. Because date is going to maintain like a 29 characters. Why I need to maintain? It's going to create a confusion. I simply maintain a key. That's it. Why you are maintaining a key? What is the reason? So normally in the data warehousing perspective, your data should be kind of an abstract. Okay. You don't want to put like a data in a very clear way.
Okay.
Unnecessary data, I don't want to put it in a clear way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if I don't want to maintain, no, you have to maintain, but you supposed to maintain the data whatever is related to that specific table. In the promotions table, I don't want to maintain the dates information when I'm having a reference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for the rest of the fields, I don't have any reference. See, in the dim promotions, for the rest of the fields, I don't have any references. All these are related to my promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, promotional. But only the date keys I am maintaining from this date table. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever the date key was there, I am trying to get that date key.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately, I'm having start date and end date only.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of maintaining in the date format, I am maintaining in a key format.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Mm-hmm.
So now what you're supposed to do is just execute this dim underscore dates. So basically, it's pretty simple. Will you execute it?
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Anyway, let me wind it up by creating this session also, so that from the next class it will be easy for us. I don't want to create a workflow. Okay. No, I want to create a workflow. This is the basic mapping. I mean, this is the first mapping, right? So workflow with a non-reusable session. Perfect. 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 But I don't want to name it as a dim underscore dates. Okay, dim load. That's it. It's a dimensional load now. So from now onwards, I don't think you need to change. Still, I'm taking normal. I didn't get a right time to explain this set. So if you look at the sequence generator, what is the current value? 1. When you
Mm-hmm.
run this mapping, then it will change. We'll see that.
Okay.
Start the task. So go to your mapping. How many records got loaded? So there are like a 40, okay, 438,
43,000.
no, 438,000. So 4 lakh 38,000.
Okay.
Here, like people will not call as a lakhs. Okay, they'll say like 438,000.
Mm-hmm.
So if I go back to my, if you want to see, like once you refresh this, if you look at this dimension table, look at this sequence generator. Now the value got changed, right? What is the current value now?
Okay.
4020. But why it's a 4020?
It should be 2, right?
No, it should be the number of the records. How many records you
Okay.
processed?
Okay.
For
Okay.
every record, it will give a number. Like that, you process 4019 records. But my question is, oh, it's a throughput. Sorry, this is what your count.
Mm-hmm.
So throughput means how many bytes you processed per second. Okay. So here, actual count. This
Mm-hmm.
is the actual count 4019, and this is the rows and this is the bytes. It's in the size.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, total records you processed 4019. If I
Mm-hmm.
rerun this job, what is the next number for your key? Your next number will be 4019. I mean 4020. That is what your current value.
Mm-hmm.
For your next record, it's going to load 4020 as a date key. You understand the sequence generator? For every
Okay.
record, it's provided a key like a 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you
Yeah.
are having 4019 records, it's provided 4019 keys.
Mm-hmm.
And if you rerun this job again it's trying to load the data, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it loads the data, then it's going to assign a new number.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it will start from 4020, the next number.
Mm-hmm.
Now my dates, dim underscore dates having the data. Based on this, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to execute even this one also. I'm just creating a reusable session. I don't want to create a workflow. Okay, so look up for everything. Look up, dim target. Perfect. Just disconnect it and reconnect. Now you need to understand this. It's a new thing. I'm creating a link between these two. Earlier, I used to create like individually, right? Now I'm creating a link because without loading this, there is no meaning for this.
Okay.
Without creating a date keys, you cannot run this. Okay, and what exactly I'm providing? I'm providing the status. If that is success, then only load this job. But every time I don't want to run this. As I already ran this, okay, as I already ran this, that's okay. Oh, come on. What is the spelling of succeeded? Oh, I mean your virtual machine or what?
Yeah.
SUCCEEDD. Come on. Succeeded. No, this is not, I'm sure it is single quotes, but okay. Ambiguously mismatching types. Function cannot resolve the operands. Status is succeeded. Okay. Basically, it's saying is one. That's okay. Status is equal true. So means if that execution is success, then only it's going to pause. But why? Okay. Basically, I'm using a wrong. Okay. Basically, it's a previous task status. status of the previous task that is not disabled. So what is saying? Status means maybe he changed this property. Earlier it used to be succeeded. Now it is assigning like a Can you able to access this, Jaya? Okay. Jaya, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
That's okay. So what I'm doing is, if this session success, then only go for this session. That is what the intention of that one. But like earlier, it used to be like succeeded, but right now I don't know. It's not accepting. But right now, just for this session, showcase you, I'm taking it as a truncate. But normally dimension tables never truncated. Okay. Just to show you this condition, I'm showing this. Now I'm running the whole workflow. First, so that first this will load. You can see in the monitor. Okay, first dim date succeeded, then it will start. Oh my god, why? It didn't even start. It's supposed to start. Maybe this condition is not evaluating to true. So previous task status. One is true. Save it and run it. Dim dates running fine. No. My intention is once this is kickoffs, successfully completes, then it's supposed to kick off this one. So this is what the link task, and this dim date status is called true. Then it's supposed to go there. So I'm starting this. No, dim load is not starting. Okay, let me do one thing. I'm not taking any thing over here, just putting one, making it as a true. Doesn't matter like whether it succeeds or not, but I want to execute this. Okay, now it is going through. Oh, okay. Okay, database errors occurred. Maybe table Oracle target dim promotions has index defined upon it. So what does it mean? There is some setting is enabled on dim underscore promotions, but we are simply loading it. Let's look into our dim underscore promotions. I believe you selected that bulk load. You didn't change it. Yes. Okay. So this is good for now. Let me restart only this task. Okay, now it succeeded. 6 and 12 records. Maybe you get surprised. Okay, in 12 is here and only 6 are coming here. Where the 6 records are gone? We are not using any kind of a conditions or anything, any filters, right? Then, 6 records got rejected. Makes sense. Why? Okay, so violated. Unique constraint violated means that is like kind of duplicates are there in your stage promotions. So to evaluate these kind of issues, then you need to understand the SQL properly. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, okay, I'll come to this condition later. I need to verify. Looks like the properties got a little bit changed now. So
Okay.
I'll dig into this, but coming to this stage underscore promotions, you are having some kind of a duplicates. Let's see. So how many records are you having? 12 records, right? So what is the primary key in your table? Promo ID. Okay, and promo ID is a primary key. Looks like there is a value which is creating a problem. How you are going to find out the duplicates? So what I'm doing, group by on promo ID where count star greater than 1. So basically what I'm doing here is promo ID comma count star. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm grouping by the records on promo ID and trying to get for the same promo ID how many records are there. No, oh, not properly ended. Why? Oh, sorry. Whenever you use group by, you're supposed to use having. See, 6 records are having duplicates. Okay, so how many records got rejected? 6 records. That's the reason they got rejected.
Okay.
So what best you can do? Either you can delete the duplicates or you should avoid the duplicates. So what I can do is the stage promotions. Where is stage promotions? Sorry, dim promotions, right? So dim promotions properties. I'm calling it as a SQL override. Okay, in the first class we defined even we can edit the query, right? So this is what you are going to edit the query.
Okay.
SQL query. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to put the same query. Select star from stage underscore promotions, right? Where promo ID not in. But what can I do? Like, do you want me to ignore the record completely, or can we do any better way? So what else I can do? What I can do is to avoid this problem. Okay, maybe there is a best example I can explain you. This is a best example, but not now. A slowly change in dimensions we need to discuss. Okay, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to avoid these records, duplicates. So I'm not taking those records, okay, which are having a duplicates. You're not getting any record. The reason is you're only having 6 records, 6 valid records, and those 6 records got duplicated. Now let's see. Are they duplicated like a whole record or promo ID, right? Order by promo ID. I'm trying to see how the data got duplicated. 105. See, looks like the whole record got duplicated, not only one.
But promo, okay.
Okay, not
Okay.
only promo ID, the whole record got duplicated. What I can do is, it's pretty simple for me now. So what I will do, I'll go to properties, sorry, I'll go to here. I just select a distinct. As the whole record is duplicate, I can select this.
Okay.
Now I'm going to truncate the data because wrong data got loaded, right? So first I'll delete the data. First make sure it's normal and make sure you're truncating the data, so that, or instead of this, what I can do is I'm just making sure whatever the change I did is reflected or not. Okay, select distinct. So instead of truncating the data from here, I'm truncating the data from database itself, because dim tables never be with that option. So truncate dim underscore promotions. I don't know. Delete from dim underscore promotions. What? Oh, foreign key constraints. Disable the foreign key constraints in other tables. I see the constraints referring to table issue. Oh, okay. Huh. Dimension tables are like kind of a crucial ones. So whatever the actions you're doing, so you need to be a little bit cautious. So basically what it's saying is like these tables are linked with the referential integrities, primary keys and foreign keys. So when you are trying to delete the table, you should make sure the primary key and foreign key links between those tables, or else you cannot delete the data also. See, originally this dim underscore permission is not null. Somewhere differable is enabled, status is enabled, delete rule, no action, dim promotions. Constraint name is this, so how can I delete? Maybe I need to find out the child table. I'm made to truncate the table with unique or primary keys referenced by a foreign keys enabled in other table. Other operations not allowed, dropping truncating partition of table or alter table exchange the partition. Before performing the above partition of the table, disable the foreign key constraints. This setting supposed to happen on the database side. That's okay. Let me see. Dim underscore promotions. Okay, let's see. Promo ID. privileges, constraints, disable related. Okay, I'm just disabling for now. Apply constraints disabled. Now I'm going back. Normally in your day-to-day life, you won't get this option.
Yeah.
Because you are not a DBA, right? So, okay, 6 rows got deleted. And commit. To it. Committed. Now just select. Just to make sure. We are selecting in a wrong table. Dim underscore promotions. Okay, there is no data. Now I'm making sure these constraints are enabled now. Enable related foreign keys. Okay. Now, now I'm running this job again. Start the task. Now you should not see any kind of duplicates. Okay. 6 rows and 6 rows. Make sense? In the next class, we are going to see what is this property. But anyway, we finish this Tim underscore dates, right? So class contents. Okay. So find in workspace, comparing objects, overview window. We'll see in the next class, okay? These things. And the next class, what we are going to do is, maybe like once I finish this, up when I come to this part, means when I finish 10, 11, 12, 13, we can start your resume. Okay, by this, we will be in a position to discuss all the, because by this, we are going to finish all the transformations. So here is a place where I can look into your resume.
Okay.
So mostly what I'm planning is from tomorrow, if possible, I'll take 2 classes or like an extra class tomorrow, little bit extra time, and we'll try to finish all this 13.
Okay.
Okay, so today we are almost done with the 9. So those properties are nothing, it's a simple things. So sorter, aggregate, and self-join we're supposed to see. And once I'm finished this thing, in tomorrow's class, we'll see your resume. And we are going to practice the scenarios. The rest of things are like just kind of a concepts. It's not a kind of a practical thing, but it's a concepts. But still, we're supposed to learn them. So what I'm planning is, based on your resume, I would like to go from the next class onwards, so that you'll get a confidence on your resume. Okay, instead of focusing much on this theoretical concepts, we'll try to finish them, but it won't take much time. Okay, so once I finish this, the 13th one, then we are going to see your resume.
Okay.
Okay, Jaya. So if possible, like tomorrow, we'll connect at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Is that okay? Okay, then. So, and we will see, like, if he cannot finish that, because like from 9 I need to attend my office.
Okay.
So at max, like I will connect by 9:30. From 8 to 9:30. If we can finish within that time, then we are good. We are not going to have the evening class.
Okay.
If not, we are going to have an evening class too.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Jaya. It's a long time session.
Yeah.
So, okay then. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Any questions, Jaya, before leaving?
No.
Because like we are almost coming like 60% of the course. So just make sure if you have any questions, just clear it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll practice, and if I have any questions, I'll ask.
Okay then.
Okay.
Bye, Jay.
Bye.
Jay, somehow I'm able to access this, but let okay. I don't know where is the disconnect. Still, I'm in your screen, I believe. Okay, I got it. Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
And don't forget to practice sequels.
Yeah, yeah.
That is the most important thing. Okay, Jaya, bye.